Good morning. It is Hawaii day 2. The full day 2 anyway, as I've been saying. Today is Kualoa Ranch. That's like our big ticket, super exciting item. It's also Aulani check-in day. We're super excited about that. So right now we are just packing up all of our stuff to leave because we have to go put our bags with Bell Services and we have to, get all that ready to go before we leave the hotel to go to Kualoa Ranch. We're doing that first thing in the morning. And yeah, we'll catch back up with you as soon as we're ready to get this day started. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention. There's a decent chance that the Aulani check-in is actually in a completely separate video. It's kind of my goal to have a separate video all about Aulani. And so, more than likely you won't actually see Aulani today. We're just know that it's the same day as Kualoa. And we are out here for breakfast again. We just love this breakfast area, as we mentioned yesterday. And here is a look at our breakfast food. We got some pancakes again. But today they had potatoes. They did not have potatoes yesterday. And they had pork sausage. They still had chicken sausage and egg patties, as you see here. They had egg patties as well. They had those yesterday, but the pork sausage and the potatoes were new for today. No cinnamon rolls today. Instead, we had these little miniature blueberry muffins. So this is great. Well, we just checked out of the Holiday Inn Express Waikiki, and one thing that I didn't point out before that I just love about these hotels, probably just Hawaii hotels in general, is that they're wide open. They don't have doors. They don't have, it's just open air, and it's really, really nice because it's just beautiful temperature here all the time. And here we are back at Kualoa Ranch. I am so happy to be here. This trip is like a combination of new stuff, like the Star of Honolulu dinner cruise that we did last night, and our greatest hits from our last trip. And Kualoa Ranch absolutely was very, very high on our must-do again. This time we're doing a different tour. We're doing actually one of the most popular tours at Kualoa Ranch, the UTV Raptor Tour. Last time we did Movie Sites Tour, actually we did half-day package, Movie Sites Tour, and then the Jungle Expedition Tour, which both were phenomenal as well. Highly recommend those. You can watch last year's video. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to see those tours. So this will be the third tour that we've done here at Kualoa Ranch. And like I said, I'm just so excited. We're going to go check in now. We scheduled our tour for 9:30, and they asked that you check in 45 minutes prior. My guess is this is to account for people who are typically late and things, but you do have to sign some waivers and things like that as well, from what I remember last time. So they do want you here early, and it is about 8:45, actually about 8:40, probably 8:45, right at the 45 minutes before our departure time. And like I said, we're gonna go check in now. Last time we went in one of these types of buses for the Movie Sites Tour. We're not gonna be getting in one of those buses this time. And I believe to check in, we do have to come over here to the ticket office, and we'll get in line and do our check-in here. Check-in was pretty painless, and it took 2 minutes, not too bad. They said to arrive at our tour pickup location, and there's tour pickup locations all around the area for all the different types of tours. And we're supposed to get back to ours at 9:15, so we can wander around for the next half hour or so, check out the gift shop, that sort of thing, and we probably will. And we're also going to use the restroom, of course. And here's the visitor center. Like I said, we're going to pop in and possibly look at the gift shop right now. I'm on the market for a hat, or looking for a hat in the market. That's it. In here they have Aunty Pat's Cafe, which we are going to be eating lunch here after our tour, because our tour will take us to lunchtime. And so we're just going to eat here at Aunty Pat's, and we'll see what food they have a little bit later. But then if I flip around this direction, over here is their gift shop. And they've got all sorts of fun Jurassic Park type stuff in here, as well as just general Kualoa Ranch merchandise as well. But this is what I mean. They've got little shot glasses, Jurassic Park type things, Kualoa Ranch. Of course, they're going to be branded Kualoa Ranch, but they're definitely all dinosaur themed. They've got some nice shirts here. This is a UPF 50 shirt. That's neat. And I love the Kualoa logo here. Maybe I can find an adult men's shirt in that style. They also have a long sleeve version of this as well. Check out the Jurassic Valley hoodie. Pretty cool. Over here we got tons and tons of water bottles as well. All sorts of different colors. Jurassic Valley, Kualoa Ranch. Ooh, this is a super cool coaster. It's 3D. I wish they had a different picture than like a hula girl, though. I would take a dinosaur, you know. They do have some really cool looking like 3D art here, though. I might need this one. This is really cool because we're going on the UTV, and this is awesome. How much is it? $34 for the 3D wood laser table display. I found their hats, but these aren't really my style of hat. It's got foam in the front and then the like mesh in the back. They're basically like standard trucker caps, but I'm not the biggest fan of standard trucker caps. They do have bucket hats, but that's also kind of not my style. The kids would love this, though. The kids love bucket hats. What do you think?
It's kind of cute, actually.
They do have a whole ton more different hats. I'm still looking for one that, you know, says to me like, oh, I would wear that, though. This one actually is not too bad. Standard, like Kualoa Ranch. This one's not too bad, too. I like that one. That one's nice. Yeah, I'm just panning all the hats. That one's got like a metal thing on the front. Film crew, I like that. Film crew. I want to be film crew. This one is my favorite. Oh boy. Okay, might have to get that one. We'll just keep going down the line, though. They got a ton of stuff here. So many hats. Oh, even this. I mean, this one's I'm not a big flat bill person, but this one looks really nice too. I would absolutely. I mean, I'm sure I could probably. No, I'm gonna say probably force bend the bill, but I don't think that's the intent. Now we're gonna go check in to our UTV tour area, like to get picked up. And as I said, they've got different check-in areas all over the grounds here, and we want to follow the signs for the UTV Raptor Tour, which is going to be up here. Clearly they also have horseback riding here. They've got horses here. I know they have a zip line tour. They've got a bunch of different really awesome cool stuff. I think the next time that we come, the boys might be old enough for the zip line. Is it age or weight, or what is it? Oh, 10. Yeah. Bummer. So Benjamin still has a couple more years. One of these days, we're going to get to do the zip line tour.
It's like, what was it for horseback riding?
I don't remember, but I thought you hated horses.
They do kind of scare me. Yeah, 10.
I did lots of horseback riding as a kid at our camp.
These look like gentle ones. It's like, give me a short one.
So we tried to check in over here. It said arrive by 9:15 on our little receipt, and when we got up there it was 9:09-ish. We figured arrive by 9:15, right? They said come back directly at 9:15. Okay, so this is where you do like the signing of the waivers. I think they give you a helmet, they give you goggles, that sort of thing. We are doing the ride-along tour as opposed to driving yourself. I could have driven myself. It's the same price, it's the same tour, but we basically get a driver, and with the driver, again, we didn't pay any extra for a driver. The driver, I've heard, will like give you more behind the scenes and tour info as they're driving you along, so it's kind of like a little extra special touch to it. But also because I want to film, I obviously didn't really want to drive, so we got a driver. You can still have up to 4 people with a driver, but no more than 4 people with a driver because of the seating situation. And right now we're getting outfitted for helmets and goggles. We also had the choice between yellow and pink neck gaiters because there's a lot of dust that's kicked up by the UTVs, so it's just to protect your eyes and your nose and mouth and things from all the dust in the air. When we checked in, we were assigned a letter and a number, and we are A0. That is the name of the table where we weighed at before the tour. It's also the number or name of our ride vehicle. Now, they said that because we are a ride-along, we have a driver. We're going to be at the front of the caravan. Now, towards the front is what they said, because there might be other people with ride-alongs, but of course, that makes sense, right? They're going to have the tour guides, the people who actually work here, driving at the front of the caravan so that all the people who are driving themselves could follow in the back. And they said that in the front you'll also get less dirty. And I think because we checked in first right away, we're actually the second people to check in, but we're the first people with a VIP ride-along situation, and it's not they called it VIP, but it's literally, like I said, the same package, the same price as the ones where you drive yourself. But because of that, I think we might be the very first vehicle, so we shouldn't really get any dust being kicked up at us at all. So if you want to get like less dirty, or you're worried about the dirt or the dust, that might be a good idea. Just get here early, stand at the check-in area early, and as soon as it's available, just hop in line. Also make sure you do the ride-along tour to have somebody else driving for you. And the reason why I think we're first is because our table is all the way up here at the end, and then there is a whole line of A tables going that way, and this just looks like the tour line. And then they have a set of Bs over there, and the Bs, I don't know if the Bs go out at the same time as us, if there's two lines of UTVs, or if that's for, like, you know, the next tour time. But all these tables are set up in a row, and it just seems like the caravan line. Now they're calling us all forward, I think, for a safety presentation. So the safety presentation was just for the drivers. They said that those who are on the ride-along could just go take a break and chill. We noticed this little cage over here, and it has a dinosaur inside of it. We're gonna see tons of stuff like this on the tour. That's kind of like what they'll take you around to see. They show you the different filming locations of the different movies, and then they'll have little props and fun little things to look at along the way. We just had such a great time here last year looking at all the movie sites. One other like bucket list item for us eventually, and we were just talking about this a couple days ago because we met somebody from New Zealand in the airport. We want to go see all the Lord of the Rings filming locations. So this is like the Jurassic Park filming locations, which is another one of our like top movies. But one day maybe we'll make it to New Zealand. Time to go board in our UTVs. This is the whole row of them, and they said that they're stationed in the order that we're going to get in the vehicles. So we're going all the way to the front. We are all buckled up. These are some heavy-duty seatbelts. I'm glad, of course, it's going to be quite bumpy. The kids and Amy are in the back. I'm up here in the front, and then we're going to have a driver in just a second over here. And this is my view right now. Oh, so gorgeous. There's that word again.
On it, and then it having malfunctioning.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't want to malfunction while we're on the plane.
Yeah. Do you guys travel often? You guys have a
fairly frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what brought you guys out to the ranch?
We visited Hawaii for the first time 2 years ago, and this was recommended for us, and we fell in love with it so much. When we come back, we said we knew we had to do Kualoa again. We'll see a lot of different World War II bunkers as we're going along. I remember that from the movie sites tour when we did that. Glad the weather's looking beautiful right now.
Yes.
We were concerned when we were driving in. A lot of the mountains on the way here were completely covered in clouds, so we're like, will we even get to see them?
You could like literally drive a mile and it's just pouring rain.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so sunny. Even in this valley, I mean, it does rain a lot over here.
Yeah.
That's how everything is so green. But like the right side could be pouring rain, and then visibly we just see sunshine on the left side. I'm like, whoa.
They said this is going to be our first stop. We get out, take off the helmets, and we're going to go over there and hear what the tour guide has to say, but just pan the vista. This is gorgeous here.
Check it out. That's going to be the easiest part of the trail, okay? It's going to get a lot more bumpier, a lot more dustier, and in some cases a lot more slippier. But welcome to Ka'ava Valley. Can you guys say Ka'ava?
Ka'ava.
Well done, guys. If you sound like a billy goat, you're doing it right. You guys want to guess how much they paid, or he paid in 1850 for all 4,300 acres? A little bit more than that.
500.
More than that. One more. 1,500, guys. $10,000. 1850, $10,000. Spread out a little bit. Spread out a little bit.
So he just told us to spread out, put our hands out, and spin around in a circle. He said that's how much $10,000 gets you in Hawaii today. So she said this was sleeping grass, that if you poke it, it goes to sleep. And it'll come back out a little bit later.
I mean, this is entertaining.
I've never seen that before. That's super cool. There's one of the horseback tours there, going in the same area that we are. A lot of the tours will overlap in the same areas. Like the area we've driven so far already is where we came for Movie Sites tour. And they said that that's the easiest portion of our tour so far for those drivers. It's going to get bumpier very, very soon. But we have like, I don't know, about 10-15 minutes to get off and walk around here. The gyrosphere loading area?
Is that the soft tissue is preserved because the iron in the dinosaur's blood generates free radicals. The proteins are highly reactive. So the proteins and the cell membranes get a hold
The gyrosphere from Jurassic World, the cue for it. They said earlier that only 1 or 2 scenes of Jurassic Park was filmed here, but 90% of Jurassic World was filmed here. We're coming up on another area. So this is our second stopping location, and it looks like this over here, they said this is from Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom, and you know how they were capturing the different animals to take them back to the mansion. We actually just watched all of the Jurassics before coming on this trip because we knew we wanted to be familiar with things. So they capture you know, a bunch of the dinosaurs to take them to the mansion, and then the volcano is going to erupt, and before the volcano erupts, they go into this like control center, and then remember they like come out on the roof and that sort of thing, and then this is like the exterior of the structure that they used. And what I love about these set pieces is that, you know, when you see them in the film, they look all like stable, not like, I'm sure they're stable, but I mean, look, this is wood, just wood paneling. And of course it all looks concrete in the film. But they also use a lot of styrofoam. I know they use a lot of styrofoam for set pieces too. Let's get a photo with the dinosaur.
Turn around right over there. That little mountain. What do you guys see? Anybody see something like that one? Yes. So straight ahead from us. Is that from no, if you guys see that visual representation, it's supposed to be a mother holding her daughter. Okay, so, yeah. So, Papa and Wakea had a daughter, Aulani. She had a baby who was stillborn. He didn't make it. She went up to Kualoa Mountain. She would cry. 9 months later, we had our first taro plant. So, they usually say Malama Aina, Malama Kanaka. Pretty much take care of the land will take care of you, wherever we go, no matter where we are.
Looks like another Jurassic Park installation off to the left. One of the other tour groups is over there. And they've got the Jurassic Park vehicle out front. That's cool. I don't know if you can see that very well from the vehicle here. So right up here off to our left, we're parked at the moment. They're doing driver swaps, so we've stopped, but we're not getting out here. There's another tour group up there doing a stop at a Jurassic Park installation. Well, Jurassic World on top of the building, but there's a Jurassic Park vehicle up front. And then there's a sign out here as well, a sign out front, that says it's a film location for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It looks like whenever they are like, there's a crushed gyrosphere. So I guess when they're coming down the mountain from the volcano, I remember them, wasn't there a gyrosphere in use at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is an area where they're running from the volcano right here. And that scene was filmed right in this area. Did the movie sites tour. We stopped here on the last time that we did that. The log, a replica log anyway, of the Jurassic Park scene is over there off to the right, and then they've got Kong, Skull Island stuff here as well. Filming location for Finding Ohana on Netflix. We watched that movie when it first came out, but I know Amy and the kids just watched it again recently. And they said this is our third and final stop, and we've got a couple of more things we're going to drive by, but this is our third and final stop. We've got Chinaman's hat out there. She was telling us on the way over here that on low tide you can actually walk there. The water only gets about waist deep, and so a lot of people will do that. But it did start to rain, so I turned the camera off a good chunk of the last bit of the drive because I was getting pelted in the front. I'm pretty soaked. The kids and Amy in the back are fairly dry. Yeah, here.
Oh, you are soaked.
Here's Amy, and I don't know if you can tell because yeah, you can see the difference in the color difference.
Just hand it to me.
That's fine there. Okay.
Your shirt is like and very wet.
Yeah, I got very wet in the front there.
Yeah, everybody having fun? Yeah. All right, guys. Before we get into it, let's just take this all in for a few moments, guys. Beautiful, right? Wow. Yeah. So what you see right here in front of us, this is Mo'ali'i Fish Pond. It's actually a big fish trap, guys. The way it's designed, there's a small opening on this side. The tide comes up, the little baby fish come in, they'll eat all the algae, they'll eat all the smaller fish, they'll get nice and fat. Now they're too fat to get through that small opening, so all the fishermen gotta do is throw that net in, pull out the big fish, and put back the smaller fish. The Hawaiians taught this story for perseverance. You can get through any obstacle, big or small. But guys, talking about obstacles, I know you all went through obstacles just to get out here to the island.
I remember seeing this on the Jungle Expedition tour, but there were no cows that time. And there's the Indominus Rex paddock. Right there. I don't think we're actually stopping here. We're not going to, because we did our last stop, so we're not getting out, but we are getting to drive by the Indominus Rex paddock from Jurassic World. And now we're back. Back right where we started. So the UTV Raptor Tour felt like a combination of what we did last time in the half-day package. A little bit of movie sites tour, a little bit of jungle expedition trek, that sort of thing, all in one tour. So that was really nice, and then of course being in the UTVs is really fun, especially if you're driving it yourself. Of course we didn't, because I wanted to film and things and really get the sort of like VIP experience. And our driver was absolutely fantastic, and she was telling us all about the things that we were seeing as we were going by, just as general, just chatting with us as well. It made it an enjoyable experience as well. It wasn't just like we were, you know, driving around in silence or what have you. It was great. I really liked that, and definitely would recommend it because we were in the front. As I was saying, I actually didn't use the gator at all. I didn't need to. A lot of the vehicles behind us, I saw the people using them because, again, behind us, they're probably kicking up dust.
I saw people washing like their faces off because they were completely covered in dirt.
They did mention that, yeah, you could go wash off and things like that. We didn't need that at all being in the front. So definitely if you're worried about the dirt or you're concerned about the dust, make sure that you do the guided tour, the ride along, and make sure that you are like waiting in line first. And you'll probably get the first vehicle and then won't have to worry about the dust. So they have photos that they took during the tour that we can purchase as well. And so if you are interested in that, you can purchase your photo from the tour right here at the Visitor Center. And after I purchased it, here is a closer look at our photo. It's $20, and I feel like it's well worth it. This is an amazing photo. I love it, and we've got this little, it's also in a flip fold thing, so this is great. For only 20 bucks, I'll take it. Next we came inside, we're gonna eat at Aunty Pat's Paniolo Cafe, and we'll see what they have here. It looks like hot sandwiches, plate lunches, teriyaki chicken, beef bulgogi. We got some burgers, vegetarian specials, mixed plates, ahi poke, acai bowls, acai, Kualoa pork quesadilla, ooh. And here's a look at what we ordered. First up is the kids meal. They're splitting this. It's a fried chicken sandwich, and it comes with a side of fries. We just cut this in half and split it, and that's plenty enough for the kids. And then I ordered a side of mac salad because I wanted mac salad, but most of these items come with fries. And what I did order was the Kualoa pork quesadilla, and this looks really good. I mean, it's quite large, so I'm probably not going to eat all of it. If the kids are still hungry, they can have a bite of this, but again, this comes with fries, and I wanted mac salad, so I ordered that side mac salad. And then Amy ordered a guava pineapple teriyaki chicken thigh. And you can see that those chickens are completely covered in sauce. You can't even really see the chicken underneath it, but it looks pretty good. I think she's going to really like this. And then hers comes with a side of rice as well as mac salad. So she didn't get fries, she got rice and mac salad. I had all of my Kualoa pork quesadilla, and man, let me tell you, that was really, really good. If you love quesadillas, if you love Kualoa pork, like I do, that was an excellent combination. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Cannot praise that item enough. Probably my favorite item that I've had on this trip so far. It was that good. I legitimately enjoyed it and was impressed because I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this place. I was expecting something similar to, like, you know, San Diego zoo food, and this place did really well. How about you?
So the chicken was pretty good. My only complaint with it was for being thigh meat, it was a little dry. However, that sauce that was on it, with the pineapple and the onion chunks, really, really good. Like, I really enjoyed that sauce. I wish there had been more of that sauce so I could have mixed it with the rice. But, yeah, I really enjoyed the flavor of it, and I don't know about the kids' sandwich, but I think they ate most of it.
How was your sandwich, James?
Good.
You liked it? Do you like the sandwich better or Mommy's chicken? Because I see you over here chowing down on her chicken.
Mommy's chicken.
Yeah, that was better? He selected the sandwich, by the way. That was his choice looking at the menu. So let's talk thoughts and reviews now. Anything you want to say about the experience today?
I thought it was fun. It was definitely different from the other tours. And I guess it's hard to give a complete view because we didn't drive. We chose one of the ones that you didn't have to drive, and I think half the reason people pick this tour is so they can drive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But yeah, it was still fun. I think we were talking at lunch and we said, if you want more of, I don't want to say like educational, more
talking, more explanation of what you're looking at.
Informational
Yeah,
about the movies, then pick one of the other tours. Because this one you only stop
3 times.
3 times, and that's the only time they're really like giving you a ton of info. Whereas the movie sites tour, all the other, at least the other ones.
The Jungle Expedition Tour, we said, was our absolute favorite of all the things that we've done, just because, especially at one point, you got to get out and like go on a hike, and you got to see into both valleys, and it was a really nice little touch to do that. But they did like give you way more talking information about, hey, this is the site where we did this, and this is the site in this movie that this happened, and this is. They did a lot more of that in Jungle Expedition and movie sites.
I was about to say, movie sites tour probably gives you the most overall movies.
That's why it's called movie sites.
However, it's a big bus,
It
so
is.
like it's not very
Private.
small or private. Yeah. Whereas like Jungle Expedition, that one was nice because I think it was like 8 of us on the truck.
There were like 3 families. That was it.
And so, if you want something small, beware. That one was very bumpy. Like I remember that one being extremely bumpy. But this was fun for doing something completely different.
It was.
We still enjoyed it.
I had a great time. I thought it was great just being. I liked being chauffeured around, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
I really did. So.
Like there was a sign on the front of the vehicle that was like, "Drivers are liable for any damages." And I'm like, well, I'm glad we're not.
That's not us.
That's not us.
Anyway, now we're gonna head out. We're gonna go. I think we're gonna go to Waiola Shave Ice because we wanted to stop there. It's our last day in Waikiki, and it's in Waikiki. And then we're gonna pick up our luggage. This might be like pretty much the end of this video, just because I want to keep checking into Aulani as on the same day that we show you all the stuff in Aulani, which is actually going to be on Monday. So I'm going to lump like the rest of today into that video. But this video is not over yet, so stick around. Now we are back in Waikiki, and we are coming to Waiola Shave Ice, which is this blue building right here. We actually had to loop around the block like 5 or 6 times because there is not a whole lot of parking for this place, and every single parking spot is full right now. And we managed to get a spot, and there's also a really, really long line over here for it. Very popular place, this Waiola. We came here, it was one of our favorite places from our last trip, and now I'm going to compare it to Ululani's, which we had yesterday. And here's just a quick glance at their menu if you want to pause and zoom in and all that sort of thing. I mean, I'll get closer, you can see some of the flavors. I'm just going to go with, I know it's, you know, a cop-out, but I'm going to go with Pog again, just because that's what I love, Pog Shave Ice. And I'm going to get it with ice cream, as I have been. I just noticed here they have a secondary location. I didn't know they even had a second location. This one looks a little nicer, like it's got an indoor dining area, so something to check out for the future. Because these are going to melt fast with the condensed milk, we're just going to talk about this. This is the Waiola Rainbow. It has vanilla, strawberry, and banana. Oh, sorry. And so that's Amy's. She got a small for $4 there. And then I got a large bowl. This is just a straight up Pog. And definitely, yeah, we'll say that the other one looks a little bit nicer. And then the boys are splitting one as well. They're splitting a... they didn't want to... Amy was going to get a large one of the, like a... Not... I think probably the size maybe a little bit larger than this. To split with the boys, but they didn't want to split. So that's what they got was a small root beer vanilla, I believe. So the smalls ended up being a little bit smaller than I think we were expecting. This location is definitely more affordable than Ululani's, just because like those 3 items were only like $15 or something like that. And I think Ululani's was like 30, somewhere around there for the 3 items that we got. Granted, again, both of their smalls were a little bit smaller, but the large bowl size that I had was only $5, and we got 3 of those at Ululani's for around, like I said, I think 27 is what it was there. It was 15 here. So if we'd have each gotten those large bowls. So this one's definitely cheaper than Ululani's. This was still pretty good. We really like the flavoring and things here. But I think I like Ululani's the best out of the 2 of them. I love the snow shave ice consistency here though at Waiola. It's really, really good. Definitely recommend this one over like the place that we went the first day. Definitely over the ones at Aulani, which we're going to go to the rest of the week. Love Waiola. This is great. We do want to check out their other location, but Ululani's is still a step above for me. And then we're going to Matsumoto's. It's in our intent to go to Matsumoto's on our North Shore day, and everyone says that that is the absolute best in Hawaii, so we'll see if it beats Ululani's. After going to Shave Ice, we went back to our hotel, and I just parked like right outside the area where the Bell Services bags were. There was a worker there, and he just got my bags right away. So we put them straight in the car, and then off we went, so didn't really get out to film there. However, we drove all the way over to Kapolei, which is right outside of Ko'olina, where Aulani is located. And there is a Costco here. I remember filling up gas for Costco here in our rental car on our last trip, and I'm sure we'll do that again at some point. But right now, Amy is just running in to grab some things like muffins for breakfast, because Aulani does not have a complimentary breakfast. And I remember last year we kind of got tired, or at least the kids kind of got tired of Ulu Cafe after a little while. So Amy thought she'd go pick up some breakfast type items. She took James just to quickly look and grab some breakfasty type items, and thought that that would be a really good idea to try to help save us some money while we are at Aulani. So if you are coming over to Aulani, maybe you would consider doing that as well, if you have a Costco membership, of course. If not, you can always check out places like Target or Walmart or wherever may be around, and I just suggest picking up some items before you get there. But as I mentioned, we are going to end the video here. I want to have Aulani check-in and room tour be on the same day that we show you a bunch of the different food places and talk about the pool and all of those sorts of things. That way they're all just kind of together. So that's going to be it for this video here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. If you'd like to see more of our Hawaii vacation videos, including that Ululani's Shave Ice, go ahead and click the playlist that is on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.